It has been about 20 years that I have been away from you. And I petition Almighty God to give me the opportunity to come down today to talk with you about something that is very significant in my life. I really want to pay attention to the night that changed my life. But I need to give you some background so that you will know who I am and what I am talking about. You know my name as Jacob. You know that's a horrible name to have. It means hill tripper. It means thief, cheater. And I want you to know I lived up to every inch of my name. I mean, I was a scoundrel. I mean, it started before I left my mother's womb. I reached up and held on to Esau, my twin brother. I was trying to get out of there before he got out, but he got out first. And I never forgave him for that. I mean, to tell you the truth, throughout all of our youth and adulthood, we were rivals. I mean, you know, Esau, he had some kind of blood sugar problem. And every now and then he would get weak. And one day he had come in from hunting and I was fixing some porridge. And he said, give me some. And I said, only if you give me your birthright. And he said, what is good is my birthright if I'm dead? So I got his birthright. And then it came a day when it was time for my father to bless us. And you do know that the first blessing goes on the oldest. The greatest of the blessings go to the oldest. But my mama said to me, you need that blessing. And so what happened is, my mama fixed the food like my daddy liked it, and then she put on clothes and put skins of hair on me, because you see, Esau was hairy and I was smooth skinned. And I went into my father and I told my father I was there, and he said, who are you? And I told him, this is Esau. My father says, come here. And when I came near, he grabbed me. And my father said, you talk like Jacob, but you smell like Esau. And there my father blessed me. I got my brother's birthright, and I had gotten my brother's blessing. When my brother heard about it, he became so furious, and he plotted with his friends the day after my father's death, he was gonna take out his vengeance on me. Mama heard about it, and she went to Daddy, and she said, baby, I'm afraid that our youngest son Jacob is going to take a wife of these heathens. Send him back to my brother's house so that he can find a suitable wife. My father consented, gave me my walking staff and my shoes. Only thing I had. No money, no jewelry, no purse, just the clothes on my back. And I left home. Now lest you think that I am a young leaving home. Lest you millennium, leaving home. I wasn't. I was 77 years old when I left my father's house. And I sojourned to where my uncle Laban lived. And while I was on my way to his house, one night I laid down and I took some stones and I used them as a pillow. And that night I had a vision from God. I saw a ladder ascending from earth to glory, and angels going up and down the ladder. And the next morning I said, surely the Lord is in this place. And I knew it not. And I named the place Bethel. God was with me as I made my way to my uncle's house. And God blessed me, you know. The first thing I saw when I got to my uncle's house was a pretty little thing called Rachel. My heart leaped inside of me, and I became excited, and I said to my uncle, let me marry her. I mean, she was a good-looking woman. I mean, I've seen women, but nothing like her. Everything about me just changed. And my father, my uncle said to me, well, if you want her, you got to work 7 years for her. And I said, okay. I mean, boy, you must want a woman real bad. If you're willing to work 7 years, well, I wanted that. And I worked 7 years, and I want you to know that each year was like a day. And then the time came, and I was excited, and the wedding went off without a hitch, and I went into her that evening, and I had a great time with her. Only to find out the next morning, it wasn't her. It was her sister, Leah, a cross-eyed one. Well, I tell you, I really was upset. And I went to my father-in-law now. Said, what have you done? And he told me, he said, I couldn't let my youngest daughter marry before my oldest daughter. Did I tell you what my name was? My name was Jacob. I mean, I was a slipster. Now I know where I got it from. My uncle was worse than I was. And he said to me, I'll give you Rachel if you agree to work another 7 years. I agreed. The next night, Rachel and I went and consummated our marriage, and I worked for 7 more years. Do you not know that that's 14 years? And it seems as if every time I tried to get ahead of the game, Laban would do something and pull me back. And at the end of 14 years, the only thing that I had to prove that I was still in this world was I had 2 wives and I had some sons. But I had no money. And then one day, God spoke to me. And God said to me, I want you to go back home. And I said to God, my brother Esau is yet alive. And he's still angry with me, and he would do me in. God says, I'll be with you. Well, I looked at the fact that I had all of these mouths to feed, and I had no money, no resources. And so I went to Laban, and I said to him, I want to go back home. Said, how can I have some cattle? And Laban said, well, I tell you what. And he laid out for me what would happen. He said, if you had a speckled cattle, you could have those. But the brown ones, those that are fully colored, you cannot have them. And I said, okay. You know, I told you what my name was, didn't I? I knew how to make it. So I got some limbs, and I treated them so that when a strong cow came to eat, I put them there, and when they made it, they produced speckled cattle. And when a weak cow came to eat, I took away the rod so that, you know, all of the weak cattle was Laban. And soon I had more cattle than Laban had. And I heard Laban's sons plotting against me, saying, Jacob has taken away our inheritance. I told you I knew how to do it. And so I called my wives together, and I said, you know, your father is not treating me right, and he doesn't look on me like he used to look on me. I think it's time to go. Will you go with me? My wife said, well, our father hasn't been good to us. He made you work for him, but he never gave us anything of a dowry. We'll go where you go. And so I gathered up my clan. I gathered up all of that I had. I was richer than Laban, and I moved away in the darkness of the night. And then Laban heard 3 days later that I had left, and he came in hot pursuit. I want you to know that when he got there, I don't know how it happened, but God had spoken to him and told him, do me no harm. I can't tell you why God would do. I mean, I was a scoundrel. I mean, I was no good. But somehow God protected me. Laban came, and we had our discussion, and then we ended up with some kind of benediction. It really was a benediction between thieves. The Lord watched between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Let me give you some insight. The Lord keep an eye on you and keep an eye on me, so that we won't come up against each other while we're absent one from another. I started my journey back home. My heart was heavy. I wanted to go home. I wanted to see my father. I wanted to see my mother. But I was afraid that my brother had not forgiven me. You do know that some grudges can last for years. I was 77 years old when I left home, and now I'm 97 years old. 20 years later, I'm on my way back home, and I'm concerned about whether or not my brother will receive me and not kill me. So I sent a messenger to tell my brother I was on my way back home. And when the messenger came back, I said, what did my brother say? And the messenger said he didn't say anything. He just gathered up 300 choice men of war and he headed in your direction. I was shaking in my boots. I did not know the art of war. So I knew that if my brother came with his vengeance, he would have it. So I told you what my name was, didn't I? My name was Jacob. I'm a hill tripper. I'm a slickster. So I devised a plan whereby, you know, I'm going to just sort of get on the good side of Esau. So I took some of my cattle and sent them ahead. Other cattle sent behind those, others sent behind them. And I said to the people that was in charge of them that when you come up to my brother and my brother asks whose cattle are these, tell them that they are a gift from your servant Jacob to you. I was going to soften him up. And then I decided I'd take Leah and her sons and send them first. And then I took Rachel and her son, the one that I loved the most, and I put her last. And I took them across the Jabbok River. And I tell you what, I couldn't sleep. So I went back, and on the other side of the Jabbok, I had a restless night. Now what you don't recognize and what you don't know is that that place where I was one of the most dangerous places in that land. There were snakes and all kinds of animals. I mean, I was there by myself amidst all of this danger. I wasn't overcome because I was more afraid of my brother than I was of the dangers where I laid that night. Something happened. A man, I don't know where he came from. I did not hear him slip up on me. But a man grabbed me and we wrestled through the night. I mean, I was so afraid of my brother that I was holding on for dear life, and the man said to me, "Let me go," when he saw that I was not going to let him go. And I said, "No, I'm not going to turn you loose until you bless me." No, what do you think caused me to think that this man had the power to bless me? I can't tell you, but I knew that the one that I was wrestling with was not an ordinary man. I knew I was dealing with God. My sin was ever before me. I was so crushed. I was so demoralized. I needed somebody to wake me up from the darkness of this night. I needed to be changed. I needed to be converted. I got tired of being Jacob. So I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. Day breaking. Turn me loose. No, I will not turn you loose. And then that man did something no other man was able to do. He touched me in my hip. And and my leg, hip bone, jumped out of the socket. Oh, the pain. The excruciating pain. It was supposed to be so great that I would let the man go, but I was not going to let him go until he blessed me. Don't you know there are some times when we're so desperate that we will endure anything in order to be blessed by God? And God said to me at the breaking of day, "What is your name?" I did not tell him without an ounce of shame. I told him my name is Jacob. And it seems as if he said to me, "Yeah, I know who you are. I know what you are. But I'm going to change you. Your name no longer will be called Jacob, but will be called Israel. For you have contended with God, and you have survived."
Amen.
I asked him for his name. He told me, "You don't need to know my name." And then he let me go. And I called the place Penuel. For I had contended with God and seen God face to face and was yet alive. Because I had read in the record, no man can look upon the face of God and live. But God let me see his face, and I am yet alive. I'm no longer Jacob. I am Israel. I'm no longer a hill jumper. I am a prince of God. That night, my life changed. And I want you to understand as I prepare to leave that I never reverted back to my old nature. From that night forward, I walked in newness of life. Bethesda, thank you for the opportunity to come and share with you my story. I wonder if anybody here can say that my story is kin to their story. God bless you.